Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tara's Daily Insight. It is Sunday, December the 2nd, 2012. One other time I did three cards on a Sunday morning reading, but I've been asked, and when I said I was going to do it, several people cheered and said yay on the post. So I'm going to plan on doing it for a couple of Sundays, at least through the end of the year. Also, towards the end of the year, I'm going to do a very lengthy one called the Fool's Spread. When I personally read, I don't usually use a spread at all unless I'm asked to, and even then it feels uncomfortable and unnatural for me. Many of you, that's your structure, that's your ritual, and I understand that. But the full spread will be something kind of cool because it will give you a month by month kind of a feeling of how everything's going to go, and then I'll show you how you can elaborate as you move through the year. So this morning, three cards, and as always, I set an intention of healing. We've had some amazing healings go on tonight on Blog Talk Radio with Jamie the Psychic and me as her co-host. I'm sure you'll hear more about those healings that went on this week. It was quite miraculous, so we'll say that. So shuffling the cards, and I'm going to set the cards down and then pull off the top so I can have kind of hands free, and we'll go from there. And I also want to say I noticed on videos the other day how much I say so if you're recognizing it, I'm with you. I saw it myself. So first card, the Lover's card. This is going to be kind of an interesting card because lately I've been getting a lot of people asking about relationships and things like that, especially romantic. This is a number 6. It's a great receptive number, very feminine. And the Lover's card, of course, you can see, very beautiful card. These two appear also in the Two of Cups. Maybe they'll pop up today as well. So going to talk about each card just a little bit and then bring all three together and show you how you might do like a daily reading for yourself. So I'm just going to set this down on my laptop. And Ace of Coins. So the Ace, of course, is beginnings, starts. Coins are family, resources, finance. They're the earth element. I like this for a lot of reasons, especially going along with the Lover's card because it's a new beginning. So let's pull one more card. Knight of Wands. So I will admit that I know most of the viewers out here, because of the demographics that are shown on my video, are women, and they are between the ages of 40 and 55. So thank you, ladies, for watching. I'm sure more men will eventually tune in one day once they get to that point where they realize they need to work on their own intuition and develop that. So here we have our knight, and of course our wands are very masculine. I said it again, and they're very creative. So they also move very quickly. So when I do readings, knights are often going to be talking about moving fast and whatever element they're in. So let me pull all three cards back up, and I do want to put them kind of in the order. And if anybody has some ideas of how I can do the video better, I do have a camera. I tried plugging it in. It did not work, so I'm using the laptop camera. So let's put these in the order that I pulled them. There we go. So our Lover's card over here, our Ace of Coins in the middle, and then our Knight of Wands. Definitely this is showing me, and it's interesting that I have these two in one hand. So I'm taking that as a sign from Spirit that this definitely fits together. So I feel like for somebody out there watching this, they're desiring, wanting a new relationship to start up, and I feel like it definitely will happen, especially with this Ace of Coins here. Now I feel like this card is representing who they're attracting. Definitely going to be very dynamic, masculine energy. Again, going back to the demographics, this is probably a lady, this is probably a man. But again, in my world, it's masculine and feminine energy. Sometimes it's male and female. I can usually figure that out. Sometimes you can tell if someone's, gay, lesbian, etc., etc. So today I do feel like this is about heterosexual relationship. I'll say that, state that out loud. But I do feel like this is going to show us that there's definitely a relationship coming, about to start, and it's going to be with fiery, creative person, most likely male. More creative than the typical male. I like this energy. I'm surprised this wasn't like a Knight of Cups, because it does feel a whole lot more creative and feminine rather than the Knight of Wands. So putting all three of these together, I would say that definitely there's a desire and a hope for a love and a romantic relationship starting up very soon, and it's probably going to be with a very fiery, creative, masculine, dynamic personality. Now, tapping in a little bit more, I do feel like this is me tapping into my intuition and also myself, higher guides. I do feel like this is going to happen before the end of the year. So hold on to that if that's something you're desiring. And I feel like it's going to be at a Christmas party meeting, somebody that you've not met before, because a lot of times I will get the hit that is somebody you already know or you've met before. But I feel like this is brand new relationship, first time meeting them. So let me know if this hits home for anybody. Have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed the 3-card spread. I'll do it again next Sunday. Maybe by then someone can tell me how to use the cam, and I can have like an inlay in the screen of the cards as I keep talking. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.